Levon Merritt, a name now etched in history, has always had a deep love and fascination for gorillas. This admiration for the majestic creatures became the centerpiece of his life's most extraordinary moment, an event that would not only change him forever but also touch the hearts of people across the globe. The story begins on August 31st, 1986, at Jersey Zoo in the Channel Islands. Levon, a bright-eyed 5-year-old boy, was ecstatic about his very first visit to a zoo. For him, this was no ordinary day. It was a chance to see the animals he adored, especially gorillas, in their natural habitat. Levon viewed gorillas as the guardian angels of the animal kingdom, majestic protectors who carried an air of nobility unmatched by any other species. As Levon and his family strolled through the zoo, the young boy's excitement grew. Upon reaching the gorilla enclosure, his eyes lit up at the sight of the gentle giants he admired so deeply. He was captivated by their strength, grace, and seemingly human-like behavior. In his eagerness to get a closer look, Levon climbed up on a tall barrier, ignoring warnings from those around him. Tragically, his enthusiasm led to an accident that would shake everyone present to their core. Levon slipped and fell from the barrier, plunging 15 to 20 meters into the gorilla enclosure. He landed hard on the ground, his small body lying motionless near the center of the habitat. The fall left him unconscious, and the severity of his injuries was immediately evident. His mother's desperate cries filled the air as she screamed for her son, her heart breaking at the sight of him lying so still. The crowd of onlookers, frozen in fear, could do nothing but watch the terrifying scene unfold. To the horror of everyone present, Levon's fall had brought him dangerously close to the gorillas. Among them was Jambo, a 440-kilogram silverback gorilla and the dominant male of his group. As the leader, Jambo was known for his strength and commanding presence, but few could have predicted what he would do next. When Jambo approached the unconscious boy, the crowd braced for the worst. Screams and gasps rippled through the onlookers, fearing that Levon's life was about to end in tragedy. But Jambo's actions stunned everyone. Instead of showing aggression or territorial behavior, the massive gorilla crouched beside the injured child and gently stroked his back. His movements were tender and deliberate, as though he were trying to comfort the boy. Jambo then did something even more astonishing. As the other gorillas in the enclosure began to show signs of agitation, he placed his massive body between them and Levon, shielding the child from potential harm. The onlookers, who had feared for Levon's life moments earlier, now watched in awe as the gentle giant protected the boy with a calmness and compassion that defied every stereotype about gorillas. For several tense minutes, Jambo stood guard over Levon, occasionally glancing down at him with what seemed like genuine concern. When Levon finally regained consciousness, he began to cry, likely from the pain and shock of the fall. Jambo, still by his side, continued his gentle gestures, as if trying to soothe the frightened child. Meanwhile, the zoo staff and rescue team worked quickly to enter the enclosure and save Levon. Recognizing their presence and understanding their intentions, Jambo quietly stepped back, allowing the rescuers to do their job. His peaceful demeanor never wavered, even as the zookeepers distracted the other gorillas with food to ensure the safety of the rescue team. Levon was carefully lifted out of the enclosure and rushed to the hospital. The fall had left him with a fractured skull and a broken arm, but thanks to Jambo's incredible behavior, his life was saved. Levon spent 6 weeks recovering in the hospital before finally returning home, forever changed by the experience. The incident made headlines around the world. Jambo's extraordinary act of compassion shattered the common perception of gorillas as purely aggressive and dangerous creatures. Dubbed the gentle giant, Jambo became a symbol of the intelligence, sensitivity, and empathy that these animals can possess. In the aftermath of the event, Levon and his family were invited back to Jersey Zoo, where they developed a lasting connection with the place and its staff. Although Levon faced teasing from classmates, who mockingly called him Tarzan Boy or Gorilla Baby, he also received widespread support and admiration. Media outlets clamored to interview him, and he often spoke about Jambo with heartfelt gratitude, referring to him as his guardian angel. Jambo's legacy was immortalized in 1992 when a bronze statue was erected at Jersey Zoo to honor his memory. The unveiling of the statue was a poignant moment, as it coincided with Jambo's funeral and the wedding anniversary of Levon's parents. Levon himself had the honor of cutting the ribbon at the ceremony, a powerful reminder of the bond he shared with the remarkable gorilla. Even as Levon grew older, his love for Jambo never wavered. He often returned to Jersey Zoo, not just to visit, but to pay tribute to the gorilla who had saved his life. The experience shaped his perspective on animals, deepening his respect for their intelligence and emotional capacity. Jambo's story remains a powerful testament to the compassion and humanity that animals are capable of. His actions that day touched countless lives and continue to inspire people to see gorillas and all animals in a new light. Today, the tale of Levon Merritt and Jambo is more than just a story of survival. It's a reminder of the unexpected connections that can form between humans and animals, breaking down barriers and fostering mutual understanding. Jambo, the gentle giant, proved to the world that kindness and empathy transcend species, leaving behind a legacy that will be remembered for generations. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more incredible tales like this one.